to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's going to go for a big one. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
Tell you what, defensive dream, right? You dream about coming out, setting the tone. You practice your script all week of what you want to be in and how you want to be successful. And bam, right out the gates, forcing the INT. Let's go.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Going deep. Makes the grab down the left side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown time. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They'll immediately call timeout. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Catch open down the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Blue Devils are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the trained staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead is now 4 here in the 1st. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Dropping back, it's Simpson. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give is to Miller. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Trying to get the corner. Got room to work. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down.
Turning it on! Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Flushed out of the pocket. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Alabama.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. There he goes. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Blue Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those old linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that plane, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Complete to the right. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw on first down. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Buys a little time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right. Don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Finds a little space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, trying to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Off play action. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown time! And the route is on. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot, you can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback